Has anybody ever seen such a lavish reception for anybody at the White House ever?
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Okay. So what was that, folks? That was October 15th, 1962. That was Ahmed Ben Bella. That was the newly elected president of independent Algeria, the first Algerian to be the head of Algeria since the French invaded it in 1830. Okay, so they invaded in 1830. And I want to repeat, they killed 1/3 of all of Algeria in their first wave of invasion. Now, young John F. Kennedy, when he was a senator from Massachusetts, made this, there was a second war of independence that took place from between 54 and 62, in which 400,000 to 1.5 million Algerians were killed. Civilians. And they did the typical stuff, bombing villages, burning villages, rounding people up, putting them in the equivalent of concentration camps, destroying their agricultural resources. And it was a drain the swamp military operation. The idea of, hey, we got all these freedom fighters in Algeria that are causing us trouble. Why don't we just destroy the entire civil infrastructure so they can never trouble us again? And by the way, Israel participated in that. They provided intelligence assets, because they knew a lot about the Middle East. They also trained French Jewish fighters and armed them and so on. So Israel was involved in that battle. So young John F. Kennedy, senator from Massachusetts, gave a long speech to the Senate saying, this is wrong. We think France should stop. We don't think the United States should support this. This helps nobody. Okay. So I have to say something about Noam Chomsky. And I know this is going to seem like I love him. There'd be no me without him. I mean, he was the guy that was explaining all this stuff in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, before the rest of us figured it out. But I feel he made one terrible error, which was to lump JFK with the rest of the